As you see, one of the very first things that shows up when somebody looks at your profile is your About section, and mine isn't ideal.
This video is brought to you by EpiPies Academy.
And it's slightly outdated, so let's actually go over how to write it together. I'm logged in on this profile as me, so we're gonna use this and we're gonna edit it. As you can see, when I'm logged in, I have this prompt from LinkedIn asking me, hey, if you want recruiters to know more about you, take this quiz. If that's important for you, if you want to show some skills, it's not only for recruiters. Sure, it's for recruiters if you want a job, but also, let's say you're promoting some services. In my case, I might be promoting some SEO services or some marketing services. Then I might want to take a quiz in those areas so I can show some badge or that I took the skill test, and it will make me look like a stronger professional in that niche. So I would recommend that you take that if they prompt you for it. In this case, we're going to update this section, the About section. So we're going to click the little pencil, and what we're going to do is we're going to expand this area so that it's much easier to edit. The first thing is the text, and the second thing is you can add media. A lot of people don't know that they can add media, but it does make your profile much more interesting if you can put some interesting resources here. But first, let's clean up this profile. 3-time Amazon best-selling author. Best-selling is one word. So I wrote this a while ago, and some numbers have changed. So I'm still a 3-time Amazon best-selling author. Actually, I'm more time best-selling author, but after 3-time, it just stops looking real. So at some point, I just stopped increasing this number. First, I added a few items to my list of expertise. So now this reads 3 times best-selling Amazon author, deep expertise in software development, e-learning and Udemy, because obviously I teach on Udemy, e-commerce, SEO, mobile development, and I can say mobile app development, ASO for apps, entrepreneurship, and growth marketing. What I can also add is business strategy, and I also added Amazon. So I've got a lot of my top things that I work with. So that's the first thing people see. This is arguably getting a little bit too big. You'll notice that I'm using a lot of white space. The reason you want to use white space, which means basically a break between every sentence almost, is that it makes it easier for people to read. If this was all one paragraph, it would be unbearable for people to read. Also, what I very quickly noticed is I've got a little bit of a redundant situation here, right? 3-time best-selling author appears on this area. So what I'll do is I'll actually copy that link to my books. I'm going to delete this whole line, and I'm going to actually put that here, and then I'm going to break this up. So actually what I did is my lines of text are still small. And of course I want to update some of the numbers that I have here. So over 150,000, and I can add the plus so that it's easier for people to read. Same thing with the YouTube. 30,000 plus subscribers and 3 million views. Actually, all these things seem to have doubled since the last time I updated it. What I also want to do is separate the over 1,000 cumulative mobile app downloads across my apps. And what I want to do is actually figure out where to place my website and what's the high priority. Because in my case, I want to do two things. I want to come across as a strong professional, and a lot of times you do that with your accomplishments. So you want to put that first. If you have awards, if you have certifications, all that stuff goes here. In my case, the numbers really showcase my quality. That's just for me personally. For you, it might be something else. But the website, the question is, do you add it at the end or in the beginning? What I would do is add it in the beginning and create an extremely strong opening statement. Something like, it took me a while, but here's the byline that I created for myself. Successful serial entrepreneur, best-selling Amazon author, top 1% Udemy instructor. This is not a complete sentence, so let's make it a complete sentence. Now it reads like, I'm a successful serial entrepreneur, best-selling Amazon author, and a top 1% Udemy instructor. I've coached over 1,000 plus entrepreneurs, and here's my website. Boom. Then what I do is, the question is, I'd want to have things be symmetrical. So here I have numbers and links, numbers and links, numbers and links, except this has skills. So what I could maybe do is add the skills here, and then people would read more and they'd get to all the products. If you just want to point people to the products, then I would put this little paragraph at the bottom. I'm going to save this in your case if you have anything that makes you look more professional, great videos that you can post, or you can link to. That's what you want to do. So if you have a good YouTube video, you would link that here, or you can upload any kind of document or anything that makes you look professional. In my case, I'm going to leave this alone, but you certainly can have that. So that's how you fill out your About section.